Hello everyone, and welcome to your January 2019 Tarotscopes. Of course, I've missed December 2018, but it has been a very busy time, so I do apologize, and I hope you are enjoying catching up with what's going on with 2019. Now, do remember to check out my events calendar on my Carolyn Clairvoyant website. As you will find, I have quite an extensive year of travel around, and I'm going to be in lots of places all at once, so it would be wonderful to be able to catch up, do a one-on-one reading or a group booking. I thank you so much for your wonderful patronage over the years, and I look forward to connecting with you more and more as we move through 2019. Cosmic hugs, everybody.
Hello Gemini, let's take a look. What does January 2019 have for you? Just giving the cards a very good shuffle. Let us see what we can come up with. Oh, got some really great cards popping out here at the moment. One more shuffle and here we will go. So I'm just going to put these to one side. Take a look at what's coming up for you. So in the home, in the family, we'll be looking at, or where you are within yourself right now, we'll be looking at your career goals and aspirations, finance, health and well-being, and your relationship areas. So here we go. So the first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family environments, this is really the Chariot in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse shows that you've been taking the long way around solving some of your simple situations. Part of you has wanted to avoid this. You don't want to feel that you're going to be in a worse off position perhaps. Maybe there have been areas that needed to be fixed and you've been putting it off because you have felt a little bit sensitive about what would be the result. And you may be finding that this is really a time to kind of nip things in the bud, to deal with it, to work it out, and most of all to have that motivation, because something needs clearing or cleaning, something needs a sense of purpose, and you may be finding yourself just going around it or just putting in quick fix areas of trying to resolve this, but you're really not clearing the whole concept of what needs to be done. So Spirit shows here, expect delays and hold-ups and minor problems and issues, but this will give you a chance to go back and reassess what needs to be really changed now, what can be done right now, and to have that motivation to be able to get in and get it done, because there's been a circumnavigating of problems and issues, or putting things off for the sake of putting it off, and because of this has made it so that you're not feeling happy in your own environment. So Spirit is giving you a chance to go back and have a look at this, and to be able to put situations into a more structured or stable environment, or be able to start making plans that are revolving around you and your happiness and your contentment. Your career goals and aspiration, the Devil in reverse. Now, the Devil in reverse usually says that we are attracted to things that we know are not good for us, but we keep going back and doing the same thing because we can't tend to break that cycle. Well, this is a little bit different. There's a breakdown happening, and this breakdown means it's going to be a better structure for you. So you're going to be finding where you were once worrying a lot about your goals or your career path or what you needed to do, you're actually going to nip this in the bud, because you're going to see that you can come through this with a better outcome. And this could mean that you're out of contract or agreement, you're free to move on to somewhere else. You may be finding yourself looking at areas in which you can benefit from being able to make a complete change. If you have been looking at new study, new job, new roles, or new departments, then this could help as well. Now, if you've been going through problems with work colleagues or situations around you, then it means that you're going to break that cycle. It means that you're not going to be attracted to that drama or that situation, and there's going to be an influx of coming and going, and therefore you'll find new energy and new areas in which to invest your energy. But at the present time, this is about not going back to old habits, not going back to where you feel is super comfortable, but you know deep down it's only just solving the issue right now. It's not going to be a long-term result. So Spirit's showing here that this is a chance for you to really open up and look at new directions around your career path, breaking old cycles, breaking those habitual feelings of needing to stay put for the sake of staying put. So you've got some great opportunities here to make some changes. Now around your financial areas, we've got the King of Cups sitting here. Now generally this is a very compassionate, understanding type personality. Usually it's a gentleman. He's somebody that could be very understanding of your financial situation. You may be finding you're giving a lot more energy to this male on a financial front for giving them support so that they are able to be more stable. And for some it just could mean you're dealing with people in positions that are able to give you a better understanding of what you need to do, especially if there's been changes in the income or financial areas because of changes in the work. Or maybe you have known that you've been juggling quite a lot for some time and the budget has got yourself into a position that you're needing a little bit more assistance or understanding to get it back on track. So you've got quite a bit happening around here, but Spirit does indicate you need to be kind to yourself as well. It's not all your fault. There are areas that have been quite conducive to creating this bit of a cycle, and therefore this is a chance now to be able to put it into a better perspective and to get things back on track. Of course, it is an October-November card, so a lot of what you're planning or hoping to do or achieve could have a lot to do with the coming 10 months as well. Now, in health and betterment, we've got the King of Swords. Now, he rules Aquarius, which is usually the 11th house, which comes down to the calves, in and around the knees and ankles, okay, the nervous system. And you may be finding a need to get support or support somebody who may be going through a nervous anxiety, going through agitation, and perhaps this is yourself, okay, but Spirit indicates it's more about getting the right advice, being the authority on situations in a way of having the right support system sitting there. And because you may have found yourself kind of dismissing certain health issues or problems, you've kind of pulled back and you haven't kind of said too much because you've allowed others to have a little bit of their own space. But because of this, you may be finding it's time to really have a little bit more attention. Who has been addicted to something? What has been created a drama? Who have you supported in the past that hasn't made the changes because they keep going back to it? And this could be part of your nervous system. This could be part of the things that's kind of sitting in your head at the moment. You're trying to be a friend in this situation, but you need to be more of a parental connection and take control and sit back and allow this person to understand you've given as much as what you can. Now it's up to them. It's it can be a little bit of a tough love situation. If you're getting advice around your health and your well-being, Spirit says it's time to really get in there and knock it on the head. This is about having that understanding that what you're doing can be important. This can be effective to your hormones, to your motivation, to your energy level, and also this is our sexual energy, so once again down into that hormonal areas. So you may be finding yourself needing to get a little bit more advice, okay, or get things back on track. The Death card in reverse is sitting up around our relationship areas, and it does show here that this is a time for transformations. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll necessarily leave a relationship, but you'll leave the past problems behind you, things that have taken some time. You've been torn between, being empathetic and compassionate to really needing to be very hard-headed and take a stance. And because of this, you may have found very mixed emotions within the home and the personal environments. One minute everything's going quite well and the next minute it isn't, and you're finding this outside interference could be very, very prevalent to why things are not as settled as you'd wanted. So Spirit's showing here you've got a chance to make changes, clear the slate. You've got a chance to close chapters, deal with old issues and problems that are manifesting, and they've been brewing in the background for some time from what this looks like, because it shows here that you have once again just hidden it away, not wanted to deal with it, not looking at it right now. I'm not getting involved, and because of this it's back up on the table now, and Spirit says, well, you've emotionally put enough energy into this somewhere along the line, but now you need to be logical about this, because it's really just manifesting the same things over and over again, and that's not what you want. You want a resolution. So this is a chance to really deal with your relationship areas in a much different and more productive way, by enabling yourself to walk free. It's hard when we're torn between family or siblings. It's hard when we're torn between what we feel has been the right opportunities for us, between our partners, okay, or between our lifestyles. And Spirit shows here, but it's not working. You can see there's problems here, and it's just attracting the same issue over and over again. Something has to give, and sometimes it means taking a logical approach by being emotionally sound about this rather than giving in. You need to be able to see whether or not this is going to be something that you can deal with and handle right now, or is it something that's going to continually be a controlling factor in your life. Now, your overall influences from what Spirit has brought out for you have come down to the 8 of Pentacles sitting here. We have the Hangman, and we also have the 9 of Cups sitting here, which is all about maturity, older people, our areas in which we tend to relate to when it comes to parents or old situations in our life. This is all very, very, very strong around here, but it shows a good outcome. So the 8 of Pentacles shows that this is a work in motion. You've got the skills, you've got the knowledge, you understand where you need to be. You have been taking the long way around solving this, but new contracts or new agreements will come in. This will show you a change that is going to be formidable, and it'll bring a very good wish coming true, okay? So good outcomes. Now, the other thing that it shows here is because you've been suspended in time, you've been on this period of time of trying to work things out, no matter which way you go, it's going to be beneficial, but you're going to have to make a decision, and that's what the Hangman comes down to. You're going to have to make a decision, emotionally, is do I stay where I am because, emotionally it fulfills me right now, or logically do I make decisions that are going to be based on making a change that is going to be beneficial to me in the long term. So you've got change sitting around you, and you've got a chance to work this out, but part of you needs to work out whether it's right now, or do I just keep myself happy, or is it what I look for